Hi guys, happy holidays. I thought I would do a fun holiday look, whether you are attending a holiday party for work, friends, family, any festivities that you're going to be going to this month. I thought I would do something classic with a couple of modern twists. I'll also have a totally different look that I will actually be wearing for a holiday party that I'll be attending in a couple of weeks. If you want to see this look, new products that I've been testing out, keep watching. I've been waiting to film this video until I got this specific package. So earlier this year, I reviewed Roen and their bestsellers, and their eyeshadow is so good that I want to get another palette, but I also want to get their single shadows as well, since I didn't get to test them out in the original video. So this look is really focusing on these products, but I think also the lip product that I'll be sharing today. But I'm just so excited to get into these products. I got the eyeshadow palette in 75, which this is their warm eyeshadow palette. And just to compare the one that I originally have, which is Eyes on Me, it's more pink. And then the single shadows, I think these were the only two that they have. I feel like no one talks about Roen, and they have some really great products. So I have Disco Eye. I know a lot of people have been really into the kind of the wet look and just doing that, which I might be doing today. So there's that. And then I have Summer Disco, which is warmer. I would say this is more of a gold. Those are my newest additions to my collection. I will be showing you guys some other products I've been testing out within the last month. So starting with the lip oil, just to nourish my lips. I recently reviewed this. This is from LA Girl. I will be wearing a lipstick later in this tutorial. Since I did my skincare earlier today because I've been waiting for the Roen products, let's just move on to the makeup. I finally got my hands on this. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in light medium. This is really good and I'm very happy with it, and I do want to do a video of me comparing the Charlotte Tilbury one, which I still have to try, and just the dupes, because I think there's a few of them and I want to get all of them and kind of just do a side-by-side. I think when looking at the packaging, it really doesn't seem like it would work out at all, but it somehow does, surprisingly. It almost looks a little too peachy in the bottle, but it gives, you know, a decent amount of coverage where you could just wear this alone. It just looks really beautiful. I'm dealing with a breakout that appeared maybe just the other day, but it's one that's under the skin and painful, so using a patch is really not going to do much. So I've just been putting salicylic acid over it, but it's such a pain. Now, if this was a chill day and I wasn't going glam, I would totally wear this on its own and then just apply a little bit of concealer on my breakout. And really that's it, maybe just a little bit under the eyes. But this is just so pretty. Eyeshadow primer next, so I don't forget. Today I'm going to use the Rare Beauty foundation. So hopefully I'm filming this early enough for you guys, because I was like, I need to get this out the first week of December so people have some inspo to use. Because I know a lot of us have maybe work holiday parties or gatherings with friends and family. So I wanted this tutorial to be out. I'm also planning to film, I guess it would be a vlog, getting ready for my boyfriend's holiday party, since I don't have any. That's the downside of working for yourself. You don't have a holiday party. But I do know some people that don't like going to their work holiday party, because it's either awkward or maybe you don't like any of your coworkers. But to me, you're there for the good food. And some companies will do entertainment. Like last year, my boyfriend, his company had a guy that would put these large, long, were they knives? I think they were knives, down his throat. It was crazy. But that doesn't really surprise me because that's what you get for New York City. But it was very entertaining. And then he had people come up and touch the knife to make sure it was a real knife. And of course it was wet because it was in his mouth, but I was just like, oh my gosh. And then people would pull the knife out of his mouth. I was like, wow, okay. So I don't know what they're gonna do this year. Alleyoop Stack the Odds palette. This one is so good. You get all three. As you can see, I've been using the contour shade quite a bit. So are you guys the type of people to decorate your house once it's November 1st, or do you wait until after Thanksgiving? What we like to do is wait until after Thanksgiving, so that weekend, since we're all home and we have more time. And I like to do that because I enjoy Thanksgiving. And when I think of Thanksgiving, I don't think of Christmassy things, and certainly not my tree. I still think of pumpkins, apples, those kinds of things. So I still keep my Halloween decorations. They're just more fall related. And then this year is the first time where we're actually getting decorations for the holidays, because we used to live in an apartment and there's just not enough room to have a lot of decorations. We had one bin of decorations for the whole entire year. And now that we have more space, we could really get into it. We're just kind of investing in the decorations that we want, that we can keep for years to come. I've been looking around to see what to get. I've been really enjoying on TikTok just watching people transform their homes. And it's all like winter wonderland, all Christmassy. And it's very rare that I buy something on TikTok like instantly, within an hour. And so I live not too far from a Michael's, and there's this metal house with windows and a chimney, and what she did was she put a diffuser inside, so then the house would smoke, and it was so cute. Genius. Within an hour or two, I went to Michael's, purchased it. There's 2 different sizes. I will have it linked down below if you're interested as well. I got a diffuser because I didn't own one, at least not for here. And I put it all together. I put lights in the house. It's so cute, but I have never purchased something that quick on TikTok, because usually I'm buying something online and it's gonna take a while, you know? But I love it. I'm obsessed and I have no regrets, because sometimes I have regrets when I buy something on TikTok, because I'm like, was this just a purchase that I'm going to regret? Did I not think about this? Do I really need it? Is it gonna collect dust? I think I'm gonna shift and do the eye makeup, since I want to do the concealer after and then set everything and do blush. So now it's kind of just deciding what to use, whether it's the single shadows. So this is what 75 looks like. It's definitely warmer. And the palette, it didn't look that warm. I don't know what I should do, but let me swatch the single shadows and then I'll decide from there. So at first, rubbing my fingers in the eyeshadow, it feels very dry, which is surprising because that's not how the other eyeshadow palette felt. But I would say that's more of like the chunkier glitters. The consistency is definitely not consistent. The Summer Disco is softer to the touch and not as dry. But now that kind of makes sense because Disco Eye is a little more chunky. So this is what we have, Disco Eye and Summer Disco. And just kind of comparing all of them. Really pretty. I think I'm gonna go for Disco Eye because I want something more icy, champagne-y. Even though this was a little bit hard to swatch, you just gotta play with it more. Maybe I just need to warm it up. And I like how there's a little mirror. I'm not as impressed. I'm gonna try with a brush and wetting it and see if I can intensify it even more. Because right now this is just okay. Okay, I think this is better. Usually I like my finger better, but this just intensified it more. So much better. I feel like you can actually see it and my eyes look wet. The combination of using my fingers and then going in with a wet brush and then going back with my fingers to just really build it up. I was inspired by Selena Gomez's makeup look right here. So we're gonna do a black cat eye, which I haven't done in a hot minute. And I just love how feline it looks and it's dramatic. But at the same time, it's really simple because she just has a wet eyeshadow and then black liner. And then of course the red lip. This is when I like to curl my lashes. I like to do it before I apply liner so then the liner doesn't get all over the lash curler. Trusty black liner. If I need something to last all day, all night, L'Oreal Infallible. You guys already know if you first saw, I guess it would have been my brown liner review where I talked about this. It's still one of my favorites. There are other shades. Black and brown are always in my collection. So I'm just gonna tight line. Her cat eye is not smoky at all. So I'm really just using this to tight line. This black liquid line from Rare Beauty is really good, especially if you have some glitter on your eyes where it's just not flat. This goes over it seamlessly. And it's also a brush tip, which is my personal favorite. Okay, so she made hers really dramatic. I think we'll have to do this off camera and stand up to do this. So I will be right back. I haven't worn black liner in a while, so this looks very dramatic for me, especially with the larger wings, but I think they look pretty good. Going in with concealer so I can finish the Complexion products. I'm just gonna clean it up. There's something about this concealer that everyone loves. I don't understand how this is so good. It's creamy, it has great coverage. This is one of my all-time favorite concealers. And I'm just adding a little bit of concealer to that breakout. And I think that's it. I have a tiny little something over here. I was scratching my face. It caused this area to flare up a bit. Since I'm doing a red lip, I want to go with something rosy. This is the e.l.f. Putty blush. I just didn't want something that would compete with the red lips. Once I add some loose powder, this blush is not going to look as bright. A new powder that I've been testing out is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I use this in the It's Cold makeup look. I've been enjoying this one. Make sure I set that breakout so it doesn't move, especially since it's around my mouth, and if you're eating and wearing this look, you just gotta be careful. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to wear to the holiday party. Since long skirts are really in, I kind of want to do that. If I can get my hands on like a long maxi skirt and maybe like a sweater to go with it, I might do that. I just love the combination of the two. I really like the long skirt trend. Even though I haven't been wearing too many, I like seeing it on social media. We're gonna let this bake a little bit and go into brows. This is the Got To Be Brow Gel. Again, another great product that's going to last all day. If you need to use it in your hair, you can do that as well. Just keep in mind, it does leave residue in your hair. I don't see it in the brows, but I do see it in the hair when you're trying to brush it out. Just like how certain hairsprays could be like that. So just be careful. If you're doing it one night and then you're gonna take a shower the next day, then it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna wait for my brows to get a little tacky, sweep off the excess powder. I don't know how people use a brush to set their under eyes, because I'm like, how do you set like in this corner, in that corner? I don't understand. I know it's really popular in the clean girl aesthetic, but to me, it does not last unless you use a loose setting powder and you use like a poof or something to like really set it in. I'm gonna be wearing fake lashes today, but I still like to put mascara on just so it looks a little more seamless. I'll be trying out a new drugstore mascara. So it's also been a minute since I've worn fake lashes. This is the L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. I don't know why I want to get this. I think I had good reviews and I was like, you know what, let's test this out, because I'm still trying to test out all of the drugstore mascaras and there are so many of them. Not my favorite wand size. I think I like that Essence one that I tested in a recent video. I like that shape better. This one's just a little too big for me, but it definitely gives you volume. If you don't like that your lashes come together, you're not gonna like this. I don't mind it for certain looks just because of how small my lashes are. I'm really struggling decoding the outer lashes. They're just gonna look a little wonky. Just finished the brows since the gel dried. This one is from Ulta Beauty. There we go. The eye look is feeling more complete once the brows are filled in. I like using the Ardell Naked Lashes in 420. I do have to trim them, but I like getting the larger pack. And sometimes I do a half lash if I'm going more natural, and then full or 3/4 of a lash if I'm doing more of a glam look. And these are so comfortable that I can wear them for hours on end. And also what's important if you have monolids or hooded eyes is that you can still see the shadow or the eyeliner look behind it, because there's some lashes that are so dense that all you see are the lashes, and that's not what I'm going for. This is my favorite type of lash. Before, after. But see how you can still see the shadow, the wing liner. You don't lose all that hard work. Another new product, Milk sent me some of their best sellers, and this is the Hydro Setting Spray. I've been enjoying this product too. There are no complaints. And also the nozzle is really nice. I just don't push all the way down because then it's too much. So sometimes I'll apply my setting spray before my highlighter to make my highlighter really pop. During the Sephora sale, I got my hands on the Charlotte Tilbury gift set. It was a duo liquid blush and highlighter. So I'm gonna use the highlighter today. This is nice. I don't think it's anything special. I like the blush a little bit more, and I find that one to be a little more unique. I think it's Pinkgasm, and this one is Spotlight. Oh my gosh, my nose is popping. Then I like to put a little bit right here. This is why I like to do it before I do my lip product. I went a little crazy with the highlighter and put it right here. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of powder. For the lips, this is not your regular red lipstick. This is the Peanuts X Wet n Wild Fa La La La, and an influencer recommended this. It's so pretty. It does have shimmer in it, but I find it to be quite comfortable, because usually if there's like shimmer or any kind of glitter, I'd be worried that it's quite gritty, but this is not. And I'm not going to be using any lip liner. I just find this lip to be so much fun. It doesn't have longevity, so you would have to keep applying it, but it's so pretty. I need to do the finger technique because I think I got some on my teeth. And this is the final holiday makeup look. It's very classic with some modern twists, the shimmer in the lipstick, the wet eyeshadow. I really love this look because you could wear whatever with it and not have to worry and still look holiday-esque. Also the hair, I used the Revlon curling iron, which I think I'm getting a better hang at it. This time I use foam, which is not something I would typically use when I'm styling my hair like this. Usually I would use a foam for when I do my hair naturally, but I think it helped hold the curl and it looks really good. My hair looks really shiny, and I've had this hair look now for maybe almost 6 hours, so it's going strong. I hope you guys enjoy this makeup look. There will be another holiday tutorial in my vlog in a week, so definitely catch that one. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!